When Aini meet Umar, she says, "Hi, can we get to know each other?" When any lovers meets another any lovers, they say, "Oh, Kiyomasa." But when Prophet meet his companions, he said, "Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh." Honorable, that's from the Department of Education, who are serving as the panel for this English speech competition theme, the history of Tatar Sunda. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Afifah Khairunisa, and I'm one of the students at Taruna Insani Boarding School. Distinguished audience, are we aware that there is a region rich in history, which we now know as West Java and Banten? Before the emergence of kingdoms, the Sunda region had already been inhabited by humans for thousands of years. At that time, people mainly made a living by hunting and farming. Because they lived in prehistoric times, they believed in animism and dynamism. And what's most wow is that the place we know as Cianjur holds a remarkable megalithic site, namely Gunung Padang. As time went by, around the 4th century, the oldest kingdom in Indonesia emerged, led by a famous king Tarumanegara under King Purnawarman. Several inscriptions from that era remain as historical evidence. And the strong influence of Hinduism also began to enter the region. Time continued to pass, and around the 7th century, Tarumanegara kingdom collapsed due to the weakening of central authority, the rise of new powers, change in trade routes, and the lack of further historical evidence. By the end of the 7th century, unfortunately, the Tarumanegara kingdom had disappeared, leaving behind texts with its historical evidence no longer found and signs of the kingdom no longer active. After the fall of Tarumanegara, the Sunda kingdom began to emerge in the west and the Galuh in the east. Later, both kingdoms will unite into the Sunda Galuh kingdom, led by the legendary Sunda king Prabu Siliwangi. During this era, history recorded an important event, namely the Bubat War, which took place between the Sunda kingdom and the Majapahit kingdom. And did we know at that time the area we know now as Bogor had a famous capital city, namely Pakuan Pajajaran? History continued to unfold, eventually reaching the period when the Sunda kingdom achieved its golden age, particularly during the Pajajaran era. This was due to the rapid development of the Sundanese economy and culture. Unfortunately, around the 16th century, Pajajaran fell because of attacks from the Banten Sultanate. However, the collapse of the Pajajaran kingdom accelerated the spread of Islam, carried out by the Wali Songo and local ulama. As a result, Islam grew rapidly in the Tatar Sunda region around the 16th century, followed by the emergence of sultanates in areas now known as Banten and Cirebon. The 16th century passed, and history moved into 17th century. After Islam had spread rapidly, the Sunda region came under the control of the Netherlands VOC, leading to excessive exploitation. However, the VOC did not rule the region forever. Eventually, it was dissolved, and development began in various infrastructures such as roads, tea plantations, and others. And did you know? Today, the Tatar Sunda region has become part of the provinces we commonly know as West Java and Banten. And Sundanese culture has remained preserved to this day. So, from the history of Tatar Sunda, we can draw a conclusion. This history does not only record a journey, but also carries message passed down through time, starting from the prehistoric era, the rise and fall of kingdoms, the rapid spread of Islam, through the period of colonialism that marked an era of struggle, and finally arriving at the modern era where we stand today. All these stages have shaped a unique cultural identity that continues to be preserved. That concludes the speech I can share with you. I apologize for any shortcomings or misunderstanding, for indeed perfection belongs only to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. As the saying goes, focus on what is said, not on who says it. Jellyfish and catfish, thank you, and I take my leave. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.